If there was one player I'd put in the Dream 11, it is Jovan Milosevic. He is.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to Leicester City, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up here. One in the league against Burnley at home, 20th place, a team we definitely should be beating. And then after that, we've got a game in the Carabao Cup away from home. Of course, we have to go to Manchester United in the quarter-finals to defend our title. Of course, you know, some things don't change. We still draw these tough opponents like Man United away, not at home. Has to be away. But I mean, if we take a look at the schedule, let's just start from there. Obviously, last episode we had these two games against the Young Boys and Newcastle. Since then, quite a lot of games have been played. We've had lots of Champions League games. Basically, the whole Champions League campaign is concluded for us now, and also a few Carabao Cup games, lots of Premier League games as well. And yeah, as you can see there, it's been pretty much perfect. We have not lost a game. The one game we lost all season was this Norwich away game. We played them again a couple games after the Newcastle game, beat them on penalties. 10-11, 10 or 10-11 I think it was, or no, 10-9 it was. Our goalkeepers scoring goals. We shouldn't have let it get to that point, but just one of our off days, and luckily we were able to come up with the result to help us continue to defend our League Cup title. But before that, we had two amazing wins. One at home against Arsenal 4-2, one of the contenders for the league title. And then straight after that, another contender for the league title in Man City. We go away from home and get a 3-1 win there. Absolutely massive result. We've played all of the big six now, not lost to them, and that is the perfect start to the season for us, really. 2-0 win against Chelsea, 0-0 draw against Liverpool. Liverpool probably the better team in this game, so to come away from Anfield for this season with a point, very, very good result, and a 2-2 draw at home against Man United. A game we should have won, but ultimately we didn't, and we still were able to take away a point in the Champions League. We've been very impressive as well. A 4-0 win, most notably, against the champions of last year, Paris Saint-Germain. Without Mbappe or any of them now, so not really a huge threat for us. We managed to see them off 4-0, and it was a very, very good result for us. And then a couple of other wins: 6-2 against Fiorentina, a 2-0 win away from home at Ellen Road versus Leeds United, who are second in the Champions League, but not only to first place Leicester City. We have, if it's going to come up, we have won all of our games, 6 out of 6, away and at home. That's exactly the start you want to the Champions League campaign, and we are qualified automatically to the next round. And I said if we want to go on and continue to do well in this season, that is exactly the results we need to come on with, and that is what we're going to be advancing on from this league phase with. So very, very good result for us. The other team who've qualified, I mean, what is all this, seriously? What is that? They have won how many straight games? They've won every game for the past 3 months. They've only drawn and lost one game all season. And I thought our record was crazy. We've lost the same amount of games as them, but they've won so many games where we've drawn. It's absolutely crazy. If we draw them in the next round, I mean, this career has just been cursed. But we are doing very, very well at the moment. 3 points. Well, I mean, we could move up to, what would it be, third place with a win today at Burnley. Man City are a game ahead of all of us, and once again, it's a very competitive season, but we are keeping up, and if we can continue to get results against the big six like we have, then we should be on for I think it's possible league title. I mean, we are first place. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but we've just had an amazing start to this season, and long may it continue, to be honest, because it is very, very nice to see us playing well and playing the best football that we can off the back of what we managed to do last year. So we've got these two games coming up today. At home against Burnley and then away against Man United, and should we win that, we would be on for a semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Hopefully we can do. It's going to be a tough game, but I'm sure we should be able to go and get over the line. Let's go and play this first game of the day against Burnley. So the team for this game against Burnley in the league starts with Arab in goal. We've got a backline of Sergio, Diego, Volpez and Stanley. Figueres, Neves, Paulo in the midfield. We've got Morales on the left, Estival on the right, and of course Milosevic 21 goals already in December. He's finally got his appreciation with that star rating. And yeah, what more could you ask for really from a free agent who we signed from Bristol City Championship, Bristol City, who are now managerless, I think. It's crazy. Kick off here in this game against Burnley. An early chance for us. Diego has hit the inside of the post from a header. I think it might have been offside. Good opening chance for us. Though there, this game should be straightforward. We should get a real big win, to be honest. Help our goal difference efforts because it's very, very tight at the moment at the top. We are tied with Man United, Liverpool at the moment in terms of teams who are contesting that title, and obviously Man City are there. But if we were to all win our games, we'd all four of us would be tied. It's extremely competitive, but we've picked up results against those teams who are there when we've needed them, and it's going to help us a lot for the rest of this season. Here, Esteban at the back post has a chance to win, instead he doesn't manage to. Paulo goes back out to Stanley on this right side. He loses out on the ball now, and now Burnley might look to try and counter attack unless we can isolate them and win the ball back, knocking it around their defence. It's some nice play to get it out, but the long ball there is wasted, and now Volpes comes out, wins his header. It's intended for Pedro Paulo, but it doesn't come to that. Volpes now will look to try and play this ball forward. Out of all the players in this team, Volpes is the only player in the Dream 11 for the Premier League, so they really rate him for what he did at PSG. Could have won the Champions League if he did stay last year, not meant to be. But if there was one player I'd put in the Dream 11, it is Jovan Milosevic. He is. I don't know how to explain, honestly. It's absolutely crazy how he just manages to keep doing this. It's scoring all the time in these games. Maybe we'd do it with every other striker, but I think his story is just that little bit more special. Huge goal for us in trying to win the league. It takes us up to second place. After 16 games, we've got a very, very long time to go. Over 22 games to play. We've not even played half the season yet, but we've demonstrated, we've done this in other seasons, we've demonstrated why we can play against these top teams. Milosevic is through again. Oh, it's a big save from the Burnley goalkeeper to deny his second of the game. We did it a couple of seasons ago where we had a real good time against the big six teams in our first games, and then when it came to playing them again on the reverse fixtures, we really did crumble a little bit. This year we need to do that, and then the return fixtures we need to really go and turn up and pick up points, because it'll be the business end of the season. The boys might be tired and stuff like that, but we really have to turn up and get those points if we want to have any chance of being in for the title, which I really think we do. We have got a real elite team. I mean, the new boys who've come in have really settled in. Diego playing really, really well now. He's developed massively since he's been here, just 20 years of age. Arab is really good. Morales, who stayed around, he's been okay, but he's here and he's got so much potential. It's a really good team at the moment, and this team could definitely take us titles, but don't want to discuss it too much in case we do crumble a little bit, because it would be disappointing in the end. Paulo there helping our efforts though, as he gets his 9th goal already of the season to make it 2-0 inside 35 minutes, and this is exactly the display we want from a team who could possibly be in of winning the title. I don't know what the media predictors, I think might have been 7th or 6th, something like that. So they don't even, after four consecutive seasons of qualifying for the Champions League, they still don't think we can go and do it once again. Fair enough. That is very, very fair. But I mean, it's very clear we are becoming a good team. But as I say, don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, because we've been in this position before. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was the first full season. I think it might have been. We automatically qualified for the Champions League. We beat all these big six teams like that 4-0 win against Man City, and when it came to the second half of the season, we just crumbled. We really need to turn up, show our class. That is the thing we need to learn from that season and take it forward. And just that's what we have to improve if we want to go on and win a league title or win the Champions League even. It's all a learning curve for us. I mean, last year a bit of a different story for us. We had a tough time against the big six, and I mean, whatever the big six is these days, because we are 4 times qualifiers for the Champions League now. So if you even count the teams who are the historic big six anymore, I don't know really, but I'd still consider that they're the teams you don't want to play, to be honest. Like when you see them, you think it's going to be a tough game. Not about not playing them, but it's going to be a tough game. So that's why you'd consider them as that. But what I'm saying is we last year we had a tough time against them. This year we've turned up, and it needs to be a different story to the last time we were able to start our season this well. But we can't discredit what we have done as well. It has been a very, very good start to the season. Just needs to continue from this point on. and we need to see if we can continue to see how far we can take this team. I mean, the boys are playing really, really well at the moment, and we've shown it in this display, I'd say, but it's still loads of time in the season. Still December. I mean, we've got Milosevic on 22 or 23 goals already this season. You know, all of the boys playing so well. Just need to see how far it can take us. But focusing on this game, it's been exactly the performance we want. We've got a tough game coming up against Man United away. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we have a draw like that? We need to go and turn up, get the result, and come out of it exactly how we did last year, and go on and win the game, and just take ourselves back to a semi-final across those two legs. So many games for us to play, but luckily we've taken out the playoff as well for the Champions League, which is a huge bonus in terms of resting the boys for this season, because we typically have the same path for the last few seasons, same amount of games we have to play, but without those two games it will help the boys to rest just that little bit more, something that does affect us a little bit towards the business end of the season. But we are not there yet. We need to focus on this game against Man United coming up, and hopefully we can get the result. I think we can. It's always going to be a tough game at United away. We have drawn them at home 2-2, but it is the Carabao Cup. We had a very bad game against Norwich, to be fair. Took it to penalties. They were the better team all game. Just wasn't our day, to be honest. I don't know if we weren't up for it or what. I don't know, but we can go and do it there. We've played amazingly since then, and Norwich have been a bit of a bogey team for us this season. It's probably the best way to describe it. They've been the hardest team to play by far. So hopefully we can come away with a result against this United team and turn up and show why we deserve to defend our league title. So let's go straight into this game against Man United. So the team for this game against Man United, quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. The team starts with Arab in goal. We've got a back line of Ward, Diego, Volpez and Stanley. Figueres, Neves, Paulo in the midfield. We've got Morales on the left, Esteval on the right, and Milosevic up top. Kick-off here in this game against Man United. They have come out with 4 attackers, so 2 strikers, 2 wingers. I guess they're a bit scared of what we can do on the attack, so the best form of defence is attack for them. Looks like they might have the first chance of the game here. The shot goes in. Luckily, it's straight over the bar. We're playing against Ty Clark today up front, who is a big threat for them, former player of Leicester City. How long has he's been there? 3 years now, 4 years. 115 games he's played for them. Fair enough. His value skyrocketed through the roof, and he's 46 goals in that time. I think for 75 million, he started all the money kind of business we had going. Very, very good deal in the end for us, but we cannot deny the threat he has in this game. Alongside the rest of this Man United team, we need to really show up today and put in our best efforts. But we've already beat one of the teams here in Manchester this season. We need to beat the other one in Manchester as well too, if we want to go on to a semi-final again of the Carabao Cup. Esteval finds himself on the ball. He has the shot. It's into the side netting, unfortunately. 3 seasons in a row, we would make at least a semi-final if we could win this game today. It's been a decent start from us. This will be our second attacking opportunity of the game already. You'd think if we can deliver a ball in here, Esteval plays a nice ball in back post Morales. You'd think he'd square it back. He doesn't manage to win his header though. In the end, it falls out to James Ward here, coming in place of Paulo Sergio today, whose injuries have been... It's not helped him much this season. I think he is a bit injury prone, but luckily we signed Ward from Manchester United in order to step up when we need him and play in that position. Lovely ball through. Milosevic just hit the post there. He's offside in the end, but early on here in this game, it's some good attacking play from us. We are starting to build a bit of momentum and create chances, and if we can get a goal before half time, that would really help our efforts. But it's Man United who are going to come on the attack here. If this game is not done by the 90 minutes, we would go to a penalty shootout, and I mean, I'm not a huge fan of penalty shootouts, but it looks like we might have to go to one at least. We have to find a goal if we do want to go to one, because, as I said, Ty Clark has got a goal here in this game inside 20 minutes. It's a header at the back post. Poor goal to concede, really. When we're building up momentum, letting them into the game like that, it's not the type of goal you want to concede, and we're going to have a lot of work to do here. We have our work cut out, let's just put it that way, if we want to get a result from this game. Man United on the attack once again. Diego wins his header, but it's still going around for Man United, and it's turning into a bit of a disaster for us. We really need to start showing up. It's not been a position we've been in very often this season where we've gone into a losing position, and Man United away, very, very tough position to come back from, but we still have the chance. It's just a bit annoying that we've set ourselves up like this. Morales, who was linked with a move to Man United, doesn't win his header there. He's played to Clark now once again, who's very deep here. We need to win this ball back and turn it around. Ty Clark has had a ball slip through to him. He finds himself on the attack. Luckily, it's a save from Arabin. Diego gets it clear. It falls out to Estevan now. He's making a nice run down this right side. Got a bit of space to run into, but he loses out on that ball again. And yeah, not been our best start here so far. We need to really go and find some chances, create some chances, and find a goal in this game. We don't want to go into half time one down with that deficit, 5 minutes left in this half. We're building up a bit more momentum by the looks of it, but nothing is coming for us. There's will be one chance actually by the end of the half. Morales from a free kick. He is absolutely lethal on these, and he'll have another chance to take one. I think it's gone off the wall. Surely that went off the wall. Apparently not. Into the side netting. The half-time whistle goes. Lots of work to do here in this game, but hopefully we can pull it back. We've got a few changes we can make. Players off the bench. We've got Gorner, obviously, some defensive midfield changes if we have to, but as I say, our work is definitely cut out here. 50 minutes gone. United are the ones who find themselves on the attack again. It's been the story of a lot of this game. They find themselves on the ball, just sitting around with it around the back, knocking it around through their centre backs, and if Milosevic could win this back here, that would be quite perfect. Straight back to the goalkeeper is where it goes. If we could force a mistake here, create the chance, that was what would get us back into this game. They're still knocking it around, taking their time on the ball, and if we can easily force a mistake out of this approach play that they're playing, we should be on for a goal here. Knocking it around though very well is what they're doing in attack into their midfield. They've got lots of space to run around in to this right side now, and their right back has stepped up there, is advancing really well onto their right winger. It's a slip ball through, and it is a goal. Such a poor goal to concede, and it is 2-0 to Man United, and our dreams of winning the Carabao Cup in consecutive seasons could be over here. What can I say? These draws are just absolutely ridiculous. Why do we get Man United away all the time, and Liverpool away, and City away? All these games is actually it's crazy. We need to make a few changes here. It's not been our best game at all if we want to have a chance of staying alive here. We'll bring Gorner on for Morales. Not really had his best game, to be honest. 30 minutes to try and find something here, but it looks like time is ticking, and the chances of us defending our title is slipping away. 25 minutes left here. We are generating absolutely nothing at all. It's not been a good game from us at all. I want to go on the attacking mindset now. If there's any hope left for us here in this game, 15 minutes. The time is just going to keep ticking. If we don't generate any chances, it's still going to go on without any chances. 80th minute now, 10 minutes left. It's oh wow, this is so annoying. Honestly, 5 minutes left. Oh wow, I cannot believe we're not even having a chance in this whole half. Absolutely ridiculous. The full-time whistle is going to go, and we are not able to defend our Carabao Cup in this season. Very, very disappointing end to that game. Always going to be a tough one, but that was very, very frustrating, to be honest. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.